What is up, friend? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my regular plan with me video, but also giving you an update on my Moleskine. So if that's something you like to see, then just keep watching. Okay, welcome to all my new subscribers. If you're new here, thank you so much for choosing to support my channel and watching my content. If you follow me on Instagram, I am Randy's Paper Co. Thank you to all of my returning subscribers for your continued support. I really appreciate all of you. Yeah, let's jump right in. I want to do my plan with me. I had filmed a video yesterday on specifically my Moleskines, but I thought I would just combine the two because my thoughts were kind of all over the place. I didn't feel like it was my best video. I watched it back. It was fine. I just mentally, I don't know if I could just put that out there because I felt scatterbrained throughout the entire video, even though it did make sense and it was probably fine to put out. I don't think I will put it out there, so I'm just going to combine it. I'm not going to do a super in-depth flip of my Moleskines, but just kind of give you an overview of how I've been using them. So I've been getting a couple questions on what I'm using. So for my everyday carry, I'm switching between my Sology and my Moleskine Daily. I do have a Moleskine Expanded for my junk journaling, so that's what I've been using that for. This is something I started last year, actually 2023, at the end of 2023, and then hopped into it again in May 2024. So yeah, I'm switching between the two. Either my Sology stays on my desk or my Moleskine stays on my desk. It just depends on what I want to use. They are interchangeable. There are pros and cons to both. Well, there's things I like about both. So they're just kind of fighting for top competitor. And I just can't choose between the two. So I'm using both, honestly. And they both bring me joy. They both help keep me on track with everything. And it doesn't add too much time to my day. I enjoy it again. It's fairly simple. It's pen and marker. But as far as like ephemera, stickers, and washi tape, I am just putting that down when I get a chance. So, you know, I'm not spending hours on my planning. I'm spending hours creating. But as far as like actual planning goes, I'm in and out of my planners. It's something to scribble stuff off of, remember appointments, things like that. So they are functional, even though there's like a lot of like, you may see a lot of ephemera and stickers. I add that when I have downtime. So yeah, that was kind of a long intro. My Moleskine Daily is in a leather cover I made. This is just a piece of leather from Michael's that I made into a traveler's notebook with one string. So I DIY'd this. I want to get a cover for my Moleskine large daily. I just can't decide which one to get. There's so many options and they're all so beautiful, but I do want to get a cover that fits this specifically. I sometimes put it in my Coach A5 notebook cover, but I don't like how much room there is when this notebook is in there. So I do want to get a cover. I'm looking at Planner Room Shop. Oh man, I'm looking at Retro Tour. I'm looking at a few, like there's, I don't know, I've got so many tabs open on my phone. So right now it's just my $8 piece of leather that I made from Michael's. Yeah, so I just added this. It was inspired by Michelle at Seaweed Kisses. I always go back to her videos because she keeps it real. She keeps things into perspective, but also like gets very creative. So watching her videos just inspires me to I don't know, just get into my journals and start creating. So I did this morning, just added it right on there and used my little alphabet stamps. Yeah, so I like how that turned out. Anyway, so like I said, my Moleskine Daily is my planner and my Moleskine Expanded is my junk journal. So before we get into the plan with me, let me flip through really quick my Expanded. So like I said, I started this a few years ago and I've been in and out of this. So it's not an entire, like, it's not the same year. And I first started using it as a planner. I'm probably have a quick flip through my channel somewhere, I don't know, of this, but it was my planner. So I was using it for appointments, events, journaling. I was printing out journaling homes kits stapling them and then taping them into my journal. That's a really great way to start bulking up your journal if that's what you want. I would do like book reading spreads, daily pages. Sorry, the neighbor dogs are going nuts. Daily pages. Yeah, so anything I wanted. And I was in and out of this. Like, again, I started it in 2023, December, and then didn't get back into it until May. And I would do like horizontal spreads like this. I would use my journaling stickers. I would print out calendars, use my journaling stickers like, let's see, grocery lists. And then there's spreads. I like drew out the rest of the weekly spreads for 2024 and then didn't end up using this because I ended up using my Commit 30 for the last little bit. But I'm trying to find where I used my, I got some stickers from AliExpress of these really pretty like florals and these really pretty people stickers. Yeah, so I really liked how these turned out, and I liked picking out mild liner colors to use together. Anyway, so then hopped back into it in March because I was using my personal rings, and then I felt like something was kind of missing from my lineup. I don't know, my rings was working, but something else was missing. I needed a creative outlet. I don't consider myself a creative person, but I go through like periods where I'm like, I need to do stuff with my hands, with my planners, and like change it up and put color down, use color, whatever. So that's where I'm at. Oh, I cut myself. Okay. So yeah, March. And so technically I've been in a Moleskine planner since March 8th. And I hopped into this with a monthly I made, and then April, and then Sterling Inks freebie, and then jumped into it like a meal plan and daily pages and a weekly spread. And I was really, really enjoying this. I was like, this is it. This is what I was missing. So I really enjoyed this. These are from Tiny Birch Studio. This is Planner Monkey Co. This is a Happy Planner sticker book. This is a date stamp that I have. And then my overviews, my monthly overviews are memories. Highlights, memories, events, things I'm grateful for, anything. They're not for appointments because I had that monthly spread that I made and taped in. So yeah, so I made overviews for the rest of the year. And then after that, just started doing more daily pages, but then also taping in some junk journaling stuff. So I was like, wow, this is really fun. I like saving bits and pieces from the day and putting it into my journal, into my planner, and not being too like too rigid about it. I love this. I like how simple it is. And then I got my stencils from Amazon. I've linked that in a couple of videos now from Amazon, and I like using that. And then I got into I opened up a new expanded, but then I was like, no, I've got this one, like I should use this one. So I did, and then I got the daily. So I was kind of hopping from Moleskine to Moleskine, and I put that new expanded away. So I have a few days of March in there. I think what it was is I opened up a new expanded, and then I thought, no, I have this older expanded that I used, so I started using this again. Anyway, so once I got my daily, I was like, okay, well then to finish up this one, I want to use it as a junk journaling spread, and I do test pages as well. So if like I want to see how my spread is going to look in my daily, I like to just map it out in my junk journal. So I did a spread for spring. Like this didn't even like, I didn't have anything to write about the first day of spring, but I had elements that I wanted to put in my junk journal, so I did. And I really like how that turned out. It just like, it was my feelings, but in like paper form. I don't know how to explain it. And then like little things, like I got those Moleskine charms for the journal, so I got that. So I put a little entry for that. And then I have a box of junk journaling bits that I have on my desk, so I decided to do a spread. So I did that. I loved it. This is like a banana chocolate chip mix, and it's really good ingredients, and we love it. I buy it every week. And I like saving these Amazon stickers. I did a currently enjoying page where I just will write in things that I'm enjoying as I come across them. And then I did a spread for Legoland. We went to Legoland, and I really love how this turned out. I used my HP sprocket. I lettered some things. I drew some Lego bricks. Yeah, really, really fun. Then again, another like test page, and then that's where I'm at with my expanded. I've got this many pages left. I got plenty of room for more junk journaling spreads, but that's where I'm at with my junk journal. And then for my daily, I'm not going to go through my entire setup. I have a video on my setup, but basically what I've done for April, I'm going to flip through this while I talk. What I've done for April is I whited out the day and the date and left the word April. I made that so that, because my issue with the daily was like what was drawing me back into this astrology is that I don't feel constricted within the pages. I can turn the page and use it for what I want. But in this daily, since it's dated, I'm like, ooh, no, I have to use this for a daily. I can't like use this for a random collection or a shopping list. I have to use it for this day of the week. So what I did for April to kind of help me mentally with that was just white out and leave the April. So I know that this is my April, how many pages I have for April. And I can use them for whatever I want. So this is today. And so for Sunday, I just covered it up with stickers and I started adding stuff in. A little bit of journaling, and then I found this on Pinterest. I linked my Pinterest in my Instagram stories. I'll try to save it to a highlight. Highlights have not been working for me, so I haven't been able to save my stories, but I linked my Pinterest. And so I save things to my Pinterest board that I want to like print out and put in my planners. So I found this on Pinterest. It's saved to my personal planner Pinterest board. Yeah, and like yesterday I found this song. It's by Rascal Flatts and Jonas Brothers, and I didn't know they did a collab. So I listened to it, and so I printed out the little, you know, album cover from Apple Music. So I liked that. And I use whatever pen I want. My fountain pens, I use, like this is my Twsbi with the Cafe Crema ink and Tombow markers. This daily planner also, what draws me to it is the paper. I got a good batch, a good paper, so it handles it really, really well. I don't love the spacing of the lines, so I don't know what I'm going to do for next year, but the Stalogy grid size is perfect. I think it's 4mm grid, I believe. For the A5, it's a smaller grid. For the smaller Stalogy sizes, it's a bigger grid, I think. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. Yeah, so I like do drawings and doodles and to-do lists. So I'm trying to be more free with this, just like I am in my expanded. So basically trying to take a little bit of how I feel in my expanded, put it into my daily planning so that I can do what I want when I want. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. This is my experiment for April. So what I didn't white out all of the book just for April because I'm experimenting and seeing if I like this. And if I do like it whited out like that, then I'll keep doing that. But if not, then I have the rest of the year still dated. So that's how I'm kind of like experimenting with my daily and making it a planner, but also a log, a life log. Like I can add in a recipe when I want, you know, and not worry about it. Oh, this is tomorrow's page, and I can add in ephemera when I want, and just make it my life log, truly my life log, short journaling, you know, brain dump and things like that. So I want it to be fun. I want it to be useful, and I want to be able to flip through it and see the memories that I collected over the year. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this. That was really long. These are my collections. So or not my collections, my trackers. And then I tabbed off a section for my collection. So I have like meal plans, YouTube ideas, and fountain pen swatches, ink tests, what I'm reading. So yeah, that's that. And now we're gonna plan for next week. I'm gonna open up my Stology so I can see what I have coming up. Okay. All right, so let's do this in ballpoint, I think. Yeah, where did that go? This is my uni Jetstream, and let's see. I want to know. I need a little bit of a bigger weekly because this is what I did for last week, and it was, I don't know. We'll see. I think I might need to use up a little more of the page is what I'm saying. And since I'm not restricted by the dates, it'll be fine. I might not use that. I think I'm gonna use my RSVP. But I did like having that smaller weekly, and we're gonna do like, okay, first we're gonna separate these numbers. Oh, my hair is just everywhere. We're gonna separate the numbers because sometimes the timetable there kind of drives me a little bit nuts. We did 21. Okay. I don't have that much going on next week. Oops, sorry, I messed it up. But that's okay. So I won't need like a ton of room, but I do want room for like weekly to-dos. What I love about the daily book though is that it's got the monthly spread, so I don't always have to set it up on my own, and I don't mind the size of it. It does the trick. So that's what's nice about the daily Moleskine, and one of the other reasons why I keep coming back to it. My thoughts for next year is I might just go with an expanded versus the daily, but we'll see. I change my mind constantly on that. Okay, there's that. And then I like to use the smaller nib to date it. Okay, and it's the 7th. And it's week 15. Whoa, why is that like that? April. Okay. Cute. Okay, and then my dot marker. We have soccer again this week, or next week. This week we didn't have it because of spring break. And then attendance is due. Okay. And has my appointment. Oh, but I forgot. Okay. I just want to highlight the day of the week. There. That is so cute. I love this color. I have to go back to Dyson a lot more. And then I like to use my fountain pen for like, no, let's do the, sorry, Tombow Food Moleskine to letter the weekly to-dos. I do this in my Stology and I love how it turns out. Weekly. Weekly to-dos. That is so cute. I like how that turned out. Yay. Okay, that's really cute. Simple. Done. And I will add in stickers when I want to. But that's that. Let's see. Do I have any stickers in here? Oh, I do. Okay. These are cute. What do I want to use? This is from Bloom Planners. Maybe we'll add in some flowers for the pink and little bunny slippers. I don't know why, but it's just cute. I like blocking off the numbers like that. I might incorporate that on my other pages. And what else? Let's add in a little quote from Tiny Birch Studio. Stay rooted. Don't quit your daydream. Take me to paradise. I like this. Don't quit your daydream. I need that reminder. Okay. Oh, man. I put it in cricket. Didn't. Okay. Oh, I love it. All right. That's my plan with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. I like sharing my thoughts with you. I also feel like I don't want to give you whiplash, but I want to be kind of more real with my planner thoughts. Look at this. This is cute. I've been into pink lately, in case you haven't noticed. I know I've been like blue in the past, like all of last year I was like all blue theme, but right now I'm going through a pink phase. So anyway, my thoughts are all over the place, but I wanted to be real with my planning thoughts because I know I'm not alone in this. But it's a creative journey that we're on together. So subscribe to see my future videos and let me know if you have any questions down below. Follow me on Instagram and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thank you.